A glass shatters. A boy in a blue shirt presses his face to the wall, whispering 3 chilling words. Face the wall. The new maid is stunned. The billionaire father demands answers, but the truth revealed will shatter more than silence. Behind those whispers lie scars, betrayal, and a father forced to face what he never saw. Before we dive in, let us know in the comments what time is it and where are you watching from. Let's start. The crash of breaking glass rang through the wide living room. Hyatt froze where she was scrubbing, yellow gloves dripping red bucket at her side. She turned, expecting tears, maybe a small scream. But 4-year-old Kofi didn't cry. He didn't even look at her. Without a word, the boy in the blue t-shirt padded across the rug and went straight to the wall. He pressed his face flat against it, nose to plaster, arms stiff at his sides. His small shoulders rose and fell, but he stayed silent, rigid as stone. Hyatt blinked. "Kofi," she called softly. "Sweetheart, are you playing?" No answer. She glanced at the shards glittering on the floor, then back to the child. He hadn't moved an inch. 5 minutes passed. 10, still the same. Hyatt's frown deepened. Finally, she pulled off one glove and knelt beside him. "Enough hiding now. Come away." Kofi's lips moved, but his forehead never left the wall. A whisper slipped out, so faint she leaned closer to catch it. "Face the wall." Hyatt's brows knit. "What did you say?" he repeated, barely breathing the words. "Face the wall." Her stomach twisted. "Why, baby? Who told you that?" But he didn't turn. Didn't explain. Just kept pressing himself against the paint like a prisoner to his cell. Hyatt felt unease creep into her chest. She had only been here 2 days. She didn't know all the boy's habits, but this wasn't normal. She tried again. "Firma Kofi, I'm talking to you. Tell me what's wrong." "Face the wall." His voice cracked on the last word. Hyatt drew back, rattled. This wasn't play. Something darker was stitched into the boy's skin. She remembered hearing that the last maid had been dismissed for stealing. No one had mentioned this. The sound of a door opening snapped her head up. Heavy steps echoed on the marble. Lennox Price entered, tall in his brown suit, his expression stern from the day's work. He stopped cold when he saw them, his son's tiny body rigid at the wall. The maid crouched close behind. His voice sliced the air. "What is going on here?" Hyatt scrambled to her feet, cloth still in hand. "Sir, I's been standing there since morning. I thought it was a game, but step away from him." Lennox's tone was iron. Hyatt bristled, then forced herself calm. "Please listen. He won't move. He keeps saying, 'I said step away from my son.'" Lennox's glare burned. Kofi flinched at the shout, pressing his forehead harder into the wall. Hyatt's heart clenched. She crouched again despite the command, lowering her voice. "Kofi, it's okay. I'm right here. Face the wall." The boy whimpered. Lennox strode forward, kneeling beside him. "Kofi, it's Daddy. Look at me now." But the child didn't budge. His whisper came again, almost broken. "Face the wall." Hyatt's hands trembled. "Sir, I swear I didn't teach him this. I don't know why he does it." Lennox's eyes narrowed. "Then why does he keep saying it? Why does my son sound like he's terrified of me?" The question hit Hyatt like a slap. She snapped back before thinking. Maybe because someone heard him before. "Did you ever bother to ask what happens in this house when you're not around?" The air turned heavy. Lennox stared at her, stunned by her defiance. Kofi's small shoulders shook. His body seemed ready to collapse. Yet he stayed pinned to the wall, clinging to the words that had been beaten into him. Hyatt steadied her voice. "Kofi, listen to me. No one is going to hurt you now. Not me. Not your dad. You don't have to stay there." But the boy whispered again the same 3 words, cracked and broken. "Face the wall." Hyatt crouched lower, ignoring Lennox's sharp stare. She brushed the boy's shoulder gently. "Sweetheart, you've been doing this too long. Tell me who told you that." This time, Kofi flinched, his head turning just slightly. His eyes glistened heavy with fear. He shook his head fast, like even speaking would bring punishment down on him. Hyatt's tone sharpened not at him, but to cut through the fog. "Kofi, look at me. I promise you nothing bad will happen. Not anymore." Slowly, painfully, he turned. His small hand shook as he tugged at the hem of his shirt, lifting it just enough. Lennox's breath caught when he saw them. Faint blotches along the boy's lower back. Not accidents, not clumsiness. Marks left by a hand or worse, a belt. Lennox froze. "What is this?" His voice cracked. Kofi's lips trembled. At last, words poured out, uneven and fragile. She made me. Every time I broke something, every time I didn't listen, she shouted. She laughed. She hit me and she said, "Face the wall or it'll be worse." Hyatt's chest tightened with fury. She looked up at Lennox, eyes burning. "You didn't know. You never asked why he hides. You fired that woman for stealing your money. You filled her place with a new maid. But you never saw what she did to your son." The words landed like stones. Lennox staggered back, shame flooding his features. His fortune, his travels, his empire. None of it had protected his boy from terror in his own home. Hyatt pressed on, her voice trembling but fierce. 2 weeks ago, you dismissed her for theft. Did you once ask if she harmed him? Did you once look at him closely? His back carries her hands, Mr. Price. He carries her voice in his head. Kofi sobbed into his palms. She said, "If I tell Daddy, he'll send me away." Lennox fell to his knees, shaking. No, son. Never. I would never send you away." His voice cracked, raw and desperate. "I failed you. I should have seen. I should have known." Hyatt touched the boy's hair, keeping her tone steady. "Kofi, listen to me. She's gone. She will never come back here, and we'll make sure she answers for what she did." The boy peeked up, uncertain. "Promise?" Lennox nodded hard, tears in his eyes. "I swear she'll never hurt you again. Not in this house, not anywhere." That night, the mansion shifted from silence into action. Lennox called his lawyers, his voice heavy but firm. Martia wasn't just a thief now. She was an abuser. She would face the law. Hyatt stood nearby, arms folded, making sure he didn't back away from the truth. Within hours, legal papers were moving. Witness statements prepared. The police notified Lennox didn't hide behind wealth. For once, he used it to force accountability. But Hyatt wasn't finished. She sat Lennox down, her voice calm but unflinching. "This boy doesn't just need protection. He needs healing. He needs therapy. Trauma doesn't disappear because you make promises." Lennox bowed his head. "You're right. Tell me what to do." And he did. He called specialists, child therapists, doctors. He opened the doors that money alone couldn't fix. Because this time he was listening. The first therapy session was hard. Kofi clung to Hyatt's sleeve, refusing to sit, but she stayed with him, whispering, "No walls anymore, sweetheart. Just people who care." Days passed. Then a week, the glass clinked again. One afternoon, another accident. Another mess. Kofi's eyes darted to the wall, his body tensed to run. But Hyatt crouched in front of him quickly. "No wall, Kofi. Just me. Just Daddy." For the first time, he stayed. Later that evening, footsteps echoed in the hallway. Old fear flickered in the boy's eyes. But instead of pressing himself against plaster, he ran forward straight into Lennon's arms. The billionaire knelt, scooping him up, tears blurring his vision. "That's my boy," he whispered. "No one will ever silence you again." Hyatt watched quietly, exhaustion and relief washing through her. The fight wasn't over. Healing would take time, but for the first time in years, the wall was just a wall. And the boy was finally free to face the world. Do you believe wounds you can't see hurt the most? Share your thoughts below. And if you want more powerful true-to-life stories that uncover hidden pain and unexpected strength, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Every view helps the next story be heard.